What's the crack, everybody? My name is Bobber, and this is a new game that I'm adding onto the channel. It's called Firewatch. I'm going to have this as a Let's Play series alongside Life is Strange, so that's not stopping. But Firewatch is a game that came out last week, as far as I know. It's a very story-driven game, and my god, it looks beautiful. I haven't seen a lot of gameplay from it. I tried to not get any spoilers, but oh god, it looks absolutely amazing. It is, like I just said, it's a very story-driven game, so I don't know whether there is as much gameplay like in Life is Strange, but I'm gonna hop straight into it. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to play it. It's 1975. Okay, so it's set a good bit ago. It's a good while ago. I see Julia. Okay. Oh, I have to click it. Okay. I see Julia. She's about my age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from the nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, so my name is Henry, okay, are out drinking with your pals. I approach her. I'm drunk. So what's your major? No, that was wrong. So what's your, major, or you're pretty? That's a bit of a dickish type move. It's not very nice, even though I am drunk. I'll ask what our major is. Go on. I slur the word major and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says. And I'm a professor. Cool, I reply. What's yours, she asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Oh, she's a smart one, isn't she? Was that a burn, I ask. She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, I'm her boyfriend. Oh jeez, that was easy. Ooh, here we go. Looks really nice. What's this? A backpack. Anything I can do? Any reason I was in a lift? Oh, I have arms and legs. Look at me. I don't have a head. I can zoom. Okay, that zooms. I have no third person point of view. Okay. It's going to fall out. If I drive off, never mind. I date for over a year. Okay, so that's so that the gameplay there wasn't in the same kind of time set, and it's gonna skip ahead. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beers just about anywhere. Life is good. Life is it's strange, but it's good. She wants to get a dog. Oh, so do I. What dogs can I get? A scruffy, undersized beagle. Julie's in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. A beagle? Really? They're not the nicest type of dog now, I will say. There's an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Oh, here we go. Nothing bad could happen to Julia walking his dog. It's badass. So I can have a beagle and call it Bucket. Or a German Shepherd and call it Mayhem. Oh, so cool. I mean, it was her idea to get a dog. And it says there, Julia is in love with this beagle. So, we'll get the German set now anyway, and we get the Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you totally forget about the other one. Julia loves him, I love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck, it's summer, 9:30, and the heat radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple of little idiots. I'm not going to do voices. I know a lot of YouTubers do voices when they're reading over stuff like this, but I'm not the best impersonations or making different voices, so it's just going to be my voice. It'd be pretty good, or one day, why rush? I mean, yeah, go on, I'm not the biggest fan of kids, but it's a video game. What's the worst that can happen? In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I'd like that. Jeez, don't sound too enthusiastic about it. What's his name, Henry? Or Henri, whichever way you look at it. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best if their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right, and she is, more or less. now. Oh, it looks unbelievable. Like, look at that. Good lord. Where do I go? Is it the moon? Oh, I thought the cloud. I thought it was the moon. We got this thing. Fire danger. There's an extreme chance of fire danger. That didn't make sense. There's an extreme chance there'll be a fire today. And only I can prevent forest fires. Okay, so can I do anything else? What's this? Oh, it's a hat. L1. Why is it zoomed in so much? I wanted to have a look at it. It zooms in too much. It's a nice hat. Can I put it on? I can. There we go. Short more would you want? Probably not the safest thing to do. If you ever find any hats on the ground, don't immediately put them on your head. Just, there's a life tip. Oh, I have a compass. So that way, if I get lost, I can have a look at my compass and I can get lost more north. Brilliant. Oh, here we go, back to the story. This is kind of interesting. 1980, so what's it now, skip 6 years, 4 years? I can't remember what the last year was. This is a Thursday night. Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call and you're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having fun. You fight when she gets between the sheets. I don't want to get mad at her, like she was just out having a bit of the crack, you know? I ignore her. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. I make some coffee and go to work. Okay. A year later, Julie still likes to draw. Okay, she hasn't said about that before. She draws plants from research. She draws all the places I go, and she draws me. Do I pose and flex like He-Man? Or do I frolic like Victoria's Secret model? I think by the power of Grayskull, I'm going to go and flex like He-Man. And yes, of course, I do look awesome as per usual. Oh, holy Jesus. Couple of broken ankles there, no? Yeah, like I've said about 10 or 20... Oh, look at that. About 10 or 20 times I've said it. But good lord, this game is gorgeous. What's this say? Two Forks Lookout Tower. Hang on, what? 8 more miles. That's where I'm going, isn't it? I hate to be him. 8 miles. Jesus. 82, so 2 years ahead now. Or no, 1 year. Yeah, never mind. During the summer, Julia and I enjoy walking Bucket. The dog. Forgot about the dog. We enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town that brings folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug me with a knife. Can't do that. Bucket gets kicked. Oh no! He kicked the dog. He's after kicking the dog. I'm gonna smash his face in. Your arm gets cut off, but you beat the guy to a pulp. Deadly. So I'm trained in some sort of fighting thing, because he had a knife, didn't he? You don't feel tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. But he deserved it. He kicked the dog. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Good lord, this is getting sad very quickly. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. So she's going to be a chair. She's going to have people sitting her all day. She wants to move, but I don't. Now, you know what? Getting her to take the job, but just kind of seeing her every so often is better than telling her no. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it is still her life. You ask her if she'll communicate back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that it'll be hard, which it will be, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees and flies back to Boulder 3 times. That's not enough times. 3 times during the semester. Actually, it depends how long the semester is. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost on a colleague for borrowing her books that were important to her research, but she didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him 2 days prior. So stuff was happening to her. She was found crying in a stairwell. Should we talk it over, or macaroni and drink, Jesus? No, talk it over. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, you're worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. Holy Jesus. We decided to keep it a secret for now. Jesus Christ, we're only like in this game 5-10 minutes. Good Lord. Can't move, okay. There I am. What's my name? King Beef. What is my name? Henry, that's my name. Bucket's getting older. Julia comments it's kind of nice because he's getting in less trouble around the house. She goes back to university. Okay, so that's somewhat better. Julia's affliction's getting worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on a permanent medical leave. Good Lord, she's in bits. Some days you get the Julia who calls you dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. Neither of those are good things. That's very... She pulls it into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic, believing her dad's at the door. But they live in Australia, don't they? Says it right there. You tell her family. They're crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to write in the day, but she's only getting worse. This game, holy crap. Days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia should live somewhere else. Could live somewhere else. Somewhere with 24-hour care. A home. See, it's getting to a stage where she's in proper bits. And I don't think I'm all that qualified to look after her, considering I don't exactly know what it is I do. Having actual professionals look over her would be better than doing the keeping her to myself thing. I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to do this. This game, holy Jesus. I mean, it's lovely looking, but I've never had something that gets you in such a headlock and just punches you right in the feels for so long. Careful. Careful. Okay, come on. How do I run? Can I run? Oh, there's a thing. A deer. A deer? It's a deer. I don't care. Back to the story. Just the whole game isn't, just so you know, it isn't like this with the little bit of story, little bit of gameplay for the whole thing. It's there is a lot of gameplay in it. This is just kind of going back over what happened, I think. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day. Then every other day. Things are starting to go south, more southern than they already were. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I'll cut your balls off. You slowly decide not to see your old friends that much. Julia's sister, Susan, moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you don't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. What's a typewriter gonna do? Relieve stress, probably. Oh no. Months go by, and Bucket dies. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Jesus Christ. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock into you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less, and seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. Holy crap. So the dog is dead. And I've taken a job away from my wife who has dementia. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Oh, red. Enter the lookout tower. Okay, so we're up at this house thing that we got. The view is amazing. Like, look at all those trees. Enough of that. Okay, into place. Put a bit of light in the situation. Oh, I already made that joke, didn't I?
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Who's that? No.
I know you're there. Your lights are on.
I know, I'm trying to talk to you. Jesus Christ. That's very strange.
Hello? Whoever this is?
How do you pick
It's
the
Henry,
speech?
right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay. You've killed 3 ex-husbands. You're rebelling at your ma. Or nobody back home can stop it. This one's the most interesting.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Okay, so day 1, what's in store? By the looks of it, and by the name of the game,
Good morning, Henry.
I have to watch some
I guess
fires?
Good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Where is she? How could she see me? Weird.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Ooh,
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
That's me and Julia. I just thought that was a little bit interesting. This thing?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Yates.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are those fucking fireworks?
Oh crap,
Whoa,
yeah.
That's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
Like, kick the shit out of him sort of straight?
No. Jesus, no.
What? I'm not a cop. It's not like I've got a rule book over here.
Just make sure they don't do it again. Take their shit.
All right, fine.
Don't feed anyone a knuckle sandwich. Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Doesn't seem very well. Yeah, I actually get to say that to her.
Secure.
Shut up.
I'm really liking this game. It's very funny and witty, as well as looking unbelievable. Here it is. What's it doing just out in the middle of the...
found the supply box.
Great.
What's up with all the pine cones? They all look the same too. Alright, rope. And there's like a granola bar. Who would even set fireworks off during the day in a park? How do I... Ah, there we go. Oh, this is so cool. Do I get to like look around and stuff? I don't want to take my finger off of X in case I fall. But good lord, this is really cool. Oh crap. That wasn't my fault, I didn't do that. How did you fall? And he's married too, so they did get married. I didn't fall.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Oh, there's a campfire. Somebody was already here. And it's fresh, so they're only after leaving.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire, too.
You know, they color-coded the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
They left half a bottle of whiskey. Decent stuff.
Drunk pyromaniacs. Fucking great.
Oh, look, some of their stuff.
Found the fireworks. They didn't even try to hide them.
Ugh. Well, confiscate them.
Well, they left their clothes out to dry. It looks like two people. What if they're naked?
Won't that be exciting? Look, they're obviously still there, so tell them off and then head back.
I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Is that a guy over there?
Oh boy. Enjoy dealing with that.
Don't pull any more shit or you're fucked, alright?
Don't threaten us.
Yeah, who the hell are you, creep?
Oh, he's just one of those lonely guys who likes to boss people around.
Why do guys think it's alright to just stare at girls?
Hey, just so you're aware, I confiscated your fireworks.
Our fireworks? What?
You dick!
Also, setting off fireworks out here isn't just stupid, it's illegal.
Yeah, so is stealing, asshole.
That's so fucking bogus.
You're gonna pay for that.
Can we just get out of here?
Ew, totally.
You're gross.
You're just some sad man out in the woods.
Hey, that go okay?
I was hoping you could do that.
It went fine. Hopefully there won't be any more trouble.
Good. Thanks for going down there.
Okay, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm going to end the episode here because I think I've covered quite enough. If you liked me playing Firewatch, please leave a like below just so I know that it's kind of something I should play more of. I do want to change around the whole formation of the of my channel. There's not going to be any more. I've been having a little bit of think of it. There's not going to be any more Rocket League. There's not going to be any more Ark. Not going to be any more Air Brawl or any random games like that. I want to play more kind of story-driven games. Let's Plays, more of them. I'm going to finish off Life is Strange soon. I'm going to have another episode out actually after this, it should be. And I want to start more games like this because I feel it's given me kind of more freedom to play. They're easier to play. They're easier to record and to edit. And I just like them more. There's not as much depth to something like Rocket League as there is to something like this. So if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like or subscribe because each one would help very much. If any suggestions for games you'd like to see me Let's Play, leave them in the comments. I'll have a look through them. But until the next time, I'll talk to you all later. Good luck.